Let us see the next example. For the following distribution, find the mode. Here percentage of marks and number of students is given. So percentage of marks between 10 to 19 is 8 students, 20 to 29 is 19 students, 30 to 39 is 29 students, 40 to 49 is 36, 50 to 59 is 25 students, 60 to 69 is 13 students, 70 to 79 is 4 students. So here the class intervals are of inclusive type. Firstly, they should be converted into exclusive type. So that is modified class is 9.5 to 19.5. So instead of 10 to 19, we are making it as 9.5 to 19.5. Then 19.5 to 29.5, 29.5 to 39.5, 39.5 to 49.5, 49.5 to 59.5, 59.5 to 69.5, 69.5 to 79.5. Corresponding frequencies we have written it as 8, 19, 29, 26, 25, 13, 4. So here the class in since 36, if we observe the frequencies, here the highest frequency is 36. Since 36 is the highest frequency, it is far higher than the other frequencies. If we compare with the other frequencies, it is far higher. So the class interval lies between 39.5 to 49.5. So that is the modal class. So we have L is 39.5, F is 36, F1 is its preceding value 29, F2 is its succeeding value 25, and C is nothing but the difference between the class intervals, that is 10. So as we have seen in the previous example, we have a formula Z or M is equals to L plus F minus F1 into C divided by 2 times F minus F1 minus F2. When I substitute all these values, my modal value will be equals to 43.4, which lies between 39.5 to 49.5. The next example is calculate the mode of the following distribution. Here age is given in years and number of students is given. So age between 16 to 17 years is 18 students, 17 to 18 is 35 students, 18 to 19 is 40 students, 19 to 20 is 41 students, 20 to 21 is 24 students, 21 to 22 is 10 students, 22 to 23 is 5 students. So if we observe the highest frequency here, the highest frequency is 41 and it is close to its neighbor value 40. So it is close to 41. This value 40 is very close to 41. So in this case, the modal class is identified by grouping the class interval into different forms as follows. So we will group the class interval as follows. So first we will write down the class intervals like this: 16 to 17, 17 to 18, 18 to 19, 19 to 20, 20 to 21, 21 to 22, 22 to 23. So we'll write down the corresponding frequencies like this: 18, 35, 40, 41, 24, 10, 5. Since this is very close to 41, we are using this method. So here we should write down 6 columns. So this will be called as first column. Remaining 5 columns we should write it: second column, third column, fourth, fifth and sixth column. So the next column, the first column will be the given frequencies we have written. Then the second column will be obtained by adding the first two values. 18 plus 35 is 53. Then 40 plus 41 gives me 81. 24 plus 10 gives me 34. Since we have only one value, we will neglect this value. Then the next column is obtained by adding these two values. We will leave the first value. By adding 35 and 40, we will get the next value 75. Then 41 to 24, 65. 10 plus 5 is 15. Then we'll go to the next column. The next column is obtained by adding 3 values of the given frequencies. 18 plus 35 plus 40 gives me 93. Then 41 plus 24 plus 10 gives me 75. Then we will leave this value because we have only one value. Then the next column is obtained by adding again 3 values, but we will leave the first value. First value we will leave it. Then add 3 values. 35 plus 40 plus 41 is 116. Then 24 plus 10 plus 5 is 39. Then the last column is obtained by adding 3 values. Here we will leave the first 2 values and we will add rest of the 3 values. 40 plus 41 plus 24 gives me 105. Then the next 2 values we have, so we won't add that. So this is the table. Here C1 represents the given class interval. This is C1, which represents the given class interval. Then C2 is the given frequency. C3 will be called as frequencies with the classes combined in 2's. C4 is the frequency with the classes combined in 2's starting from the second class from here. Then C5 is the frequency with the classes combined in 3 values, this 3 values. And C6 is the frequencies combined with 3 values by leaving the first value. And C7 is the frequencies with the classes combined in 3 by leaving the first 2 values. Now we will construct the analysis table like this. So we'll retain the class interval as it is: 16 to 17, 17 to 18, 18 to 19, 19 to 20, 20 to 21, 21 to 22, 22 to 23. Then C2, C3, C4, C5, C6, C7 as it is. Then we have written scores like C2, C3, C4, C5, C6, C7. I'll tell you how to calculate this. So in the previous table which we have done it, in this table and in the column C2, first we should observe the highest number here. So the highest number is 41. So 41 is corresponding to the class interval 19 to 20. So in the analysis table, in 19 to 20, I should give 1. Then I should look into the column C3 in the previous table. This is my C3. I have 3 values. Among this, I should identify the largest value. Largest value is 81. It is obtained by adding 40 to 41 and its corresponding class interval is 18 to 19 and 19 to 20. So in the analysis table, I should give 1 for 18 to 19 and 1 for 19 to 20 like this. In C3 table, for 18 to 19, I should give 1 and for 19 to 20, I should give 1. Then observe C4 column. Observe C4 column in the table. This is my C4 column. Among this, which is the highest term? 75 is the highest term. 75 is got by adding 35 and 40. 35 and 40 and its corresponding interval is 17 to 18 and 18 to 19. So I should give 1 for 17 to 18 and 18 to 19. Then we'll go for the next column, that is C5. Here 93 is the highest term. It is got by adding 18, 35 and 40. 18, 35 and 40 means its corresponding interval is 16 to 17, 17 to 18, 18 to 19. I should give 1 for those 3 values, 16 to 17, 17 to 18, 18 to 19. Then in the next column C6 column, here 116 is the highest term. It is got by adding 35, 40 and 41 and its corresponding class interval I should give 1. So its corresponding class interval I have given 1. Similarly, the last column. Then I should add up all these values horizontally. 1, here 3, here 5, here 4 and 1. So among these values, which is the highest value? So 5 is the highest frequency. Corresponding to this, we have class interval 18 to 19. So the modal class lies between 18 to 19. Then we'll apply the formula. We have a formula L plus C into F2 divided by F1 plus F2. L is nothing but the lower limit of the modal class, that is 18. C is nothing but difference between the value is 1. F is nothing but the frequency corresponding to the modal class 18 to 19 is 40. And F1 is nothing but its preceding value. Look here. F1 is its preceding value and F2 is nothing but its succeeding value. So we have substituted all the values. Substitute all the values in the formula. We will get the result as 18.54, which lies between the modal class 18 to 19. This is how we should calculate the value of mode in case of continuous series. With this, we have completed problems on mode.